Hey Internet, and welcome to another video. I'm Detective Dill, and today I just wanted to talk about some of my thoughts about Jurassic World Evolution, as Jurassic World Evolution 2 is coming out on the Switch 2 just tomorrow. Now, I do want to say just out of the gate that this is going to be a more informal video, kind of like my Splatoon Raiders playthrough. I just kind of talk as I play. And so yeah, I'm gonna hope to explore some of my old files while I just talk about Jurassic World Evolution. Jurassic World Evolution was a pretty critical game in my developmental phase. Even so, still now, I can just recall playing it for hours. It was, you could probably say, the first game that I really got addicted to that expanded my horizons beyond what I was used to. Um, when I was much younger, my parents only had a Xbox 360. That's what we played. I had some experience with the Wii, but when we did get a Wii eventually, but we just had Mario Kart and New Super Mario Brothers Wii on there, and that was fun. But that was kind of it. It was Xbox 360 where we had a few games. We had Minecraft, we had Lego Jurassic World. Good stuff. I love Lego Jurassic World. Um, so we definitely, we were privileged enough to be able to have experiences like that. But as far as tastes go, we kind of just went with what we had. And then eventually we were exposed to Pokemon. And that was fast forward over a decade later, and it's still, it's still kind of a big thing in my life. And so suffice it to say, Jurassic World Evolution was a critical game for me. Back when I was in 7th grade is when I got it. I remember watching videos of it, even back in 6th. But no, I didn't think I could play it because it looked like one of those fancy PC games that, you'd watch people do a Let's Play of, but you'd never actually get it because you didn't have anything powerful enough to run it. Well, I was kind of surprised because it did come out for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and later the Switch. But how I ended up playing it first, and as you can probably see, I'm playing on an Xbox. So we traded in. Actually, did we? No. So we had a Xbox 360, and we were thinking about trading it in to get a new console. But that didn't really work out well. Once we saw GameStop's prices, and they weren't willing to offer really anything. Uh, so we took it to GameStop and it got erased. They wiped the memory because they thought we were actually going through with it. And so they didn't really catch the part where we were like just asking about the price beforehand. And so yeah, we didn't trade in the Xbox and all of our data was wiped. So wow, Minecraft World's gone. Achievements gone. It was actually really sad. And so that was that. But we did end up buying a pre-owned Xbox One, and I remember begging for it. And it. If you don't have this game, you should go to a game store. GameStop sells it for like $3, maybe $5. Star Wars Battlefront, the remake, or just the reinvention of the series on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And then Battlefront 2, the newer one, is also great. But that was a great game for just me and my brothers to sink into with some chaotic split screen multiplayer. And so Jurassic World Evolution was quite unique for me because I got it when COVID was a thing. So we were just released out of school, and we were told that we'd be doing virtual studies, and, well, at the time, uh, I was able to get enough money. Well, actually, I got the money for Jurassic World Evolution, and I was begging for it, and I got it, which was awesome. It was, I think, $40 or $50, and that was a lot of money for me back then. And it still is a lot of money now. Like, no small purchase indeed, for just like a entertainment. So, but yeah, I got it, and I just remember it hooked me. It really hooked me. And this game, if you aren't familiar with it, has a very, very enticing progression system. So the gist of this game is you have this research tree, right? And when you start the game, you'll have not much of it available. It'll be kind of locked off, kind of like this is right now. And yeah, that's a DLC research thing that I haven't done on my Xbox, because, and I'll get to this later, but I fell in love with this game again all over on the Nintendo Switch. So I kind of left the Xbox to to sit and... Do Xboxes rust? I mean, they got metal components. Do those rust? And if so, have you ever seen one? Because I have not seen it rust, ever. That'd be kind of cool to take it apart. Anyway, that was a side trail. But yeah, so you would start with next to nothing, and it was very humbling. You would have to do missions, like as you can see here, to not only increase your reputation and get money, and those look like these. They're called contracts. You know, stuff like don't let anybody die for 5 minutes, or increase your profit margins by so-and-so percent, increase dinosaur visibility, all sorts of stuff, increase storm defense. This game is perfect. it's oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. They haven't been able to capture me at all in the way that this one did with any of the sequels. 2 and 3, just like, I know I'm making this video because I'm hyped about 2 coming to Switch 2 tomorrow, and I'm gonna get it. At least I'm 90% sure I'm gonna pull the trigger on that. But yeah, no, like, this first one, there's just something so special about it, because it doesn't take itself too seriously as a park builder, and that's one of the big complaints you'll see with a lot of people, is that the management is only so deep. You can't really customize your buildings other than the amount of staff working in them, and maybe what you're selling and for how much you're selling it. And so you can actually do quite a bit. I like this amount of customization. Like, you can see, oh, I'm selling a Snackosaurus for $4 a pop. No, I think I'll sell Jurassic Nom for $10 a pop, or maybe the Gigantosteak for $20, and that'll increase or affect your profits in real time, and it's amazing. I gotta tell you, if your kid is not very familiar with the concept of money, this is an amazing starter game, because not only is it easy to understand once you get past the inverted movement controls. Like, it may not look like it now, and it'll feel weird at first, but actually they invert the movement. You can change it if you want, but I stuck with it. So this game is really easy and nice to control on consoles. Something that the later games struggle a little more with, especially 3, if you've played that. That is very much a PC game through and through, and the draw of that game almost entirely is just that it's more in-depth with its management. And yeah, so the first game was just so special. It really was. And oh my goodness, I could go on and on about this forever. But I need to talk about something important, something that's worth it. Oh, the music. Cue the music. This game has the best loading screens ever. It has quotes from the movies, it has actual good tips, it has these cool transition scenes every time you enter one of your islands. Even if you've already been on it for like 100 hours, it'll still just play that every time you come in. It's just so great. I know this looks like trash because this is, well, I mean, this is from middle school me, so you can't judge me too much, right? But, oh, we got some baryonyx here. But kind of where I wanted to go with when I said this game didn't take itself as seriously as the ladders, I feel like you cannot understate how one of the biggest draws of the original, the one I'm playing right now, is just that it really runs with the branding. It is Jurassic World Evolution. It's not Jurassic World Dominion Evolution with fancy gold font or whatever. Here, I'll show you that. It ain't. Its sole identity is to be that 2015 Jurassic World branded experience. Now you see Jurassic World Evolution 2. Oh, shoot. I am not very familiar with the UI of Xbox anymore. What the frick am I doing? Oh, X. Oh no, I just ejected. Oh my gosh. Bear with me, I am... Oh, okay. My dinky little setup. The disc ejected into my Switch 2 dock and was like pushing against it. But I digress. Yeah, the whole idea. Oh, I love quick resume. You won't lose like any progress if you have quick resume on. It's incredible. But like even the creature designs, they're straight from the movies. Uh, the original Jurassic World Evolution only got updated as much as Fallen Kingdom, so there's no Dominion or Rebirth content. No, they actually do it quite nicely where this first game goes from Jurassic World 2015 to Fallen Kingdom, which I believe released in 2018, and then Jurassic World Evolution 2 kind of leans into that middle area after Fallen Kingdom and then into Dominion, and it has Dominion DLCs, which are very cool, I will say. I did play through those. And then Jurassic World Evolution 3 is still going, but they did just release the Rebirth DLC, which I haven't really played too much of. I was super excited for it, and I thought it was funny. They literally like took almost they almost remade the first opening scene of Rebirth in Jurassic World Evolution 3, and it was charming to say the least. And the music, they ripped it and they put it in there, and it was... I've seen that movie like, and I'm not exaggerating, I saw it like 7 times in theater, and then I bought the special... Is my mic working again? Stupid thing. Sorry. It's not stupid, I love it, but yeah, so I got the Steelbook of Jurassic World Rebirth, and I watched that another 3 times at least. I don't want to say a fourth because I didn't finish it a 4th time, but I know I saw it 10 times in the opening year, and I was so proud of it because I love that movie, which probably reveals a lot about me, and I know my eldest brother would... he'd definitely call me a chump for loving that movie as much as I do, but nah, man, it's so special. It doesn't have to be some masterpiece. It just has to be... It just has to be itself, you know. Jurassic Park is just such a special IP, and it knows that. And I love how they invented... They were very inventive with Rebirth, but that's a side tangent for another video. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself there. But yeah, so this game only got content for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and you can actually see that in the research modules. You can see if you go to fossils. Oh, I didn't... Wow, look at me, I'm slacking on Xbox. See here, Fallen Kingdom updates. This game was really intuitive. I just love this interface. Later interfaces were a little more congested, and they tried to streamline the whole process, but didn't do it very well. And yeah, I just have to say, the original, it's just special. And moving on from that statement, because I kept dogging it down on you for like the last 15 minutes. It just, if you haven't played this game, it's kind of hard to explain it. It's very addicting because, yeah, you've got that very fluid, there's a very refined gameplay loop where you're researching and you're sending out expeditions for fossils. And in the meantime, you're managing parks. There's diseases, there's weather, there can be natural disasters, which are quite incredible. Dinosaurs can escape if they're not happy. It's so deep.
That's it. Amazing job getting everything under control. Our scientists have the data they need to formulate an experimental treatment.
It's all under control here.
Maybe even a cure.
It's all under control here, Claire.
Believed in you, Claire.
No, you didn't.
And then they got the actual actors from the movie to come back. Like, this is just a love letter
It's more
to the
honest.
series.
Now you're just being mean.
And I just...
First,
So I actually...
you'll need to isolate
I have
target
done
dinosaur
everything in this
from
game.
others.
But this is my
We need
Xbox,
to
so
study its symptoms
I won't
before
say it
we
again, but...
explore the potential cure.
Yeah, okay, so I guess I should go and talk about the Switch now, because that's what this is all about. So, I fell in love with this game on the Switch when they released an incredible value item, which was the complete edition of Jurassic World Evolution. And I love this. This is genuinely the best thing they could have done for the game, was to give you the best deal imaginable. Right now, actually, if you're watching this video on the day it comes out, I believe this might be the last day for it. Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch is $11, $12. That is all the DLC included for you. And here, actually, let me give you a nice little visual of how much of a banger deal that is. So if you go into the Microsoft Store, and it's pretty much contingent on platform sales, but the retail price, and it might be on sale right now, but we're going to look it up anyway just to see, just to prove a point. I can spell. I am looking at a tiny screen in OBS right now, so bear with me. Jurassic World Evolution. I'm sorry for all the button mashing too. Very primitive setup here. So yeah, base game alone is $50. Now if you want the... Let's go to add-ons, because that's what we're going to be looking at. If you want... Oh geez, that was a really bad idea. No, so if you want the deluxe edition, that'll set you back $55, is it? Yeah, it'll set you back $55. If you want all of... Well, hold on. Okay, so this is the expansion collection. Is this with all the DLCs included? Let's see. Oh, no, this is just the story DLCs, right? Okay, so there's 3 story DLCs for the original, and that alone will set you back $40, is it? Yeah, because they sell them each for $20 a piece, I thought. That's the bundle. Are they not... They're not selling them alone anymore? They used to just sell the Jurassic Park DLC as a $20, and Claire as like $20, and Dr. Wu was maybe a little less. They had variable pricing, and then that's not it. You got dinosaur packs. Now they had, I think this is this? Oh, this is all of them. Yeah, they were like $5 a pop, I think, for most of them. But you get 4 dinosaurs each. No, $5.50 $5.49. That is so niche. And there was one more, which I didn't see in that bundle, but it was the original Raptor Squad. Was it in the bundle? I don't see it. But maybe it's just in the deluxe edition. But you could also get skins for Charlie, Delta, Echo, and Blue for Velociraptors, because it was the first Jurassic World. It was so special. And yeah, pretty much you could buy all of that right now on Nintendo Switch for $11. I cannot understate how much of a deal that is. And that to be said, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is also releasing tomorrow. Yes, that's what this video is all about, and I'm saying that for the millionth time, but it is $60, and yeah, I got it on the Xbox, and I also got it on PlayStation, and I'm a sucker because I'm about to get it on Switch, but this is the last time. For real. Yeah. Actually, there's a bit of a caveat if you're a Switch 2 owner. I was just talking about Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on the Switch 2, but if you have on the Switch, but if you have a Switch 2, don't. You can't. They won't let you because the game is bugged. I'm going to play, probably in the background right now, some pre-recorded footage of me, playing Jurassic World Evolution 1 on the Switch 2, and it is terrible. It's this mess. It's got this terrible, artifacting. The colors are all vibrant. It feels like you're in an acid trip. And, I mean, I've never been on an acid trip. Oh, okay, this is, I don't want to get, flagged or anything for talking about certain medicines, which I won't go into any further in case there are kids watching this. But, oh, is that an eruption? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it does that sometimes, and it's kind of cool. Oh yeah, they're all diseased because this is the Claire expansion, and you're, saving dinosaurs from Nublar, getting the Sanctuary, which never happened in Fallen Kingdom, but was the whole premise. And you actually get to do that in this game, which is awesome. And the Sanctuary map, which I do think I have. Oh, okay, well, I don't want to save. I want to go see it. I think I have... I'm confused here. Let's go to the main menu and see if I can show you Sanctuary. But, oh, where was I going with that? Yeah, don't buy Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch if you're planning on doing it on Switch 2. They haven't released a patch yet, and you actually can't buy it on the Switch 2 eShop because Nintendo won't allow you to because of its condition, which I think is very pro-consumer, and I think an update is bound to come to Switch 2 Edition. So just bide your time, it'll happen. They're porting the second game over, which means they do care about these games on Nintendo systems. So, yeah, give it some time. Oh, looks like I didn't unlock it on Xbox. Oh, that's from Jurassic Park. Yeah, let's go to Jurassic Park as I keep ranting. So, Jurassic World Evolution 2, because that's the game coming out tomorrow on Switch 2, let's talk a bit more about that one, and maybe what I liked and didn't like about it. It's a weird one. It was. And I do have something funny to say, and it's probably going to come across as privileged. I mean, it is. My parents are, they're stable. So, a few Christmases ago, well, actually, Christmas of 2021, because that's when the game released, I was yapping about it, and I was like, oh, my parents were asking, do you want a Christmas gift? What do you want for Christmas, Because I don't know if your parents do that, or if your parents used to, depending on how old you are, but that's just kind of something that they would always do. And I'd always have, one thing, and I was like, oh, I really want this. And that was Jurassic World Evolution 2. And let's drive this vehicle. Oh, yeah. Wait, how do I... There we go. And so I begged for it. Well, I wouldn't say I begged. I told them both, that's what I really want. and I was kind of banking on them communicating, because they got divorced, but they didn't communicate at all. So I ended up getting not one, no, not one, but 2 copies of Jurassic World Evolution 2 for the Xbox One. And it's actually cool. I really like that Xbox did this, but kind of like a Switch 2 game, a Switch 2 edition, where like they put both on the cartridge, although you had to download the Xbox disc. But yeah, there was like an Xbox One / Xbox Series X and S release, and that was cool because it didn't really matter what you had. It was a cross release, cross gen. But anyway, so I ended up having 2, and I feel so bad now because, man, that makes me sad because I really did appreciate it. And, well, long story short, I sold both of them after. Well, I sold one, or I gave it back. I think they returned it. And I was like, oh, I already got it from this parent, so I don't really need another one. And that was sad, because they were really, they got it for me because it was like the big thing. I was like, and they were so sweet. And okay, kids, if there's any kids watching this and your parents give you something, maybe just take it from me. Maybe you should just keep it, even if you have 2, or maybe it'll make you feel better down the line. But so eventually, I believe I sold both of them to fund a Switch game, which now I'm just remembering it, and this is so relevant because Splatoon is the new thing, like the new release that came out, and my channel's exploding about. For Splatoon 3, I traded in Jurassic World Evolution 2 to help me get Splatoon 3. And then later I came back and bought it digitally on Xbox, which is, well, it's what I have right here, and I'm going to boot it up just to show you the game. But, yeah, so I bought it again on Jurassic World Evolution 2 with my very limited money from, I worked at Culver's at the time, which I don't know if I'd recommend working at Culver's to any youngins out there, or old people there. It's an okay job, but I don't know, it's very go go go, and at least where I was working, they were always like, hey, what are you doing? You gotta be doing something. Gotta keep moving. We aren't paying you to do nothing. And I was paid $9 an hour in 2021, and that's kind of low. It's above minimum wage, but how did I start talking about minimum wage in a video about Jurassic World Evolution 2 on the Switch 2? Guys, I get sidetracked. I'm just yapping, but if you're watching this, you know I'm yapping, so. All that to say, this game is pretty good. I like Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I got into it way more than I got into Jurassic World Evolution 3. In fact, I have barely touched Jurassic World Evolution 3. I got it digitally here just once, just one time. There is no double dipping with this game until it comes out on Nintendo. That being Jurassic World Evolution 3. Just want to say that now. I'm going to be more responsible with my money. Oh my goodness. That was my phone. As you can see, I am a Jurassic fan. That was a T-Rex, well, what do you call it? Ringtone, text tone. What was I doing on this world? This was my Battle Royale world. If you're familiar with Jurassic World Evolution and the community, you would know that this is a very, very interesting pastime. But maybe I'll do an upload of a Battle Royale down the line. That'll be fun. But I did an aviary one. Yeah, this game is beautiful. I'm very excited to see how it looks on Switch 2. And that all to say, I really did love this game more than 3. 3 will have its time with me, I'm sure, but until that fateful day when they make a complete edition of 3 for the Switch 2 or the Switch 3, wouldn't that be funny if they did Switch Jurassic World Evolution 2 for the Switch 2, Jurassic World Evolution 3 for the Switch 3, and of course they did 1 for the 1. That would be funny, but not make a lot of sense because they totally could probably port it to the Switch 2, and I would buy it. So, but this game, like I was saying, is still special to me because it was in my middle school to early high school years where Jurassic World Dominion hadn't come out yet, and when that came out, I saw it in theaters. It was the first Jurassic movie that I was able to see in theaters. My parents didn't let me see the original Jurassic World in theaters, and we didn't go see Fallen Kingdom. Actually, we had those super cool, like, hacked streaming boxes where you could get everything for free. So we watched it there, but yeah. Aww. These games truly are special. And Frontier put a lot of work and love into these games, so to see it finally come to fruition on Switch 2, my main video game console and what used to be Switch, it's heartwarming to see that Jurassic World is not a dying series. It's not oversaturated like Star Wars or Marvel's really turning down. Did I say Marvel? Marvel. You know, Marvel's kind of calming down there. They were going haywire on Disney Plus there for a while, weren't they? Or maybe they still are, I don't know. But no, Jurassic's been kind of chill. And they've got nothing but potential, and I'm excited to see where the series goes. So, that about wraps up my 30-minute yap session about Jurassic World Evolution and how excited I am for the Switch 2 version of Jurassic World Evolution 2 to be released. My microphone only buffed out twice. I'll take a success where I can get one, and so yeah, I'm going to go do something with my life until that fateful midnight hour shall strike us, and maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I've never streamed, or maybe I'll just do a playthrough on there. But nonetheless, stay fresh. I'm still in my Splatoon mindset, and yeah, just have a great day.